2025 with the theme
Innovation and Collaboration for the Sustainable Future of Education. Before we proceed to the keynote presentation, we're going to have a kind of movement and led by Dr. Chintami.
Okay, give applause for Dr. Chintami for ice-breaking time. Bapak Ibu peserta conference, saatnya kita ini akan melakukan ice breaking. Jadi nanti silakan Bapak Ibu bisa berdiri. Dan akan dipandu oleh Ibu Dr. Chintami.
Musik. Belum. Hello everyone. Let's move. Are you ready? Okay, musik. Okay, once again. No, bukan. Tabola bale.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Baik, terima kasih.
we're going to have the keynote presentation, so everyone is...
Baik, cek satu. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, turn off the music because we will start to our agenda.
So ladies and gentlemen, our other keynote speaker is waiting in the Zoom, so please kindly have your seat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we are very happy to see you are here today. This conference is a great chance to share ideas, learn from each other, and discuss ways to improve education. We'll proceed to the keynote speeches. Therefore, we invite the moderator.
Dr. Andi Rahman, MSI MPD, the coordinator of Indonesia-Australia Cooperation.
Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi. Hello. Wow. I cannot imagine here, Dr. Muhammad. There are a lot of people here, more than 10,000, I guess. Because the rest is on TV, I mean on live, yeah, okay. Yeah, there are more than 200 people here, 300 people here, Dr. Muhammad. And then in Indonesia right now, currently is 1 o'clock. What about in Pakistan? What time is it now?
It's 11 p.m. here in Pakistan.
11 p.m. Okay, are you in Karachi? Are you in Karachi?
No, I am in Saket. This is a part of St. Lawrence near to Karachi.
Okay, all right. So now in front of you, there are a lot of teachers, yeah, schooler, and also lecturer who very ambitious and to know and to learn more from other countries related to our theme, yeah, about the education of University of UPGRIP Palembang, innovation, collaboration, and also sustainable future of education. Are you ready, guys? Okay, when I say, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready? All right. Maybe I can tell for Dr. Muhammad, this morning we already got speakers from Malaysia, from Thailand, and etc. And then this is our fourth conference related to the education, innovation, and collaboration. So beforehand, I would like to read the curriculum vitae. Dr. Muhammad, born in 1986, very young, with a lot of very good performance. Yeah, maybe I can tell he's a married Pakistani and speak a lot of languages, English, Urdu, Sindhi, Hindi, Malay, and Punjabi. Now, I will test your Malay. Apa kabar Muhammad, Dr. Muhammad?
Alhamdulillah, selamat 3 hari everybody.
All right. Can you say that again in bahasa Malay? What is that? Oh, selamat sore. Okay, selamat sore. How do you say in Urdu, selamat sore?
Selamat sore, good afternoon, subah khair.
Sabah al khair. What about in Punjabi? Oh, the same. Okay, right. I will read again. Dr. Muhammad Muchaba Asad, PhD, MS, BE in Engineering, approved PhD supervisor, and professional profile, analytical and highly dedicated educationist with vast research experience in domain of educational technologies for teacher education. So you guys here, teacher and education. and technical and vocational education and training for skilled workforce. Having extensive knowledge and experience of working in a diverse and dynamic research group of organizations on international research project which endow my competence and expertise in professional as well as social spheres, enables collective excellence and technical growth, personal fulfillment with welcoming attitude for new ideas and concepts to enhance the quality of research work. So I can tell all here is about the academic qualification, professional working experience, and then weight, affiliation. There are 17 affiliation, and then international awards and achievements, 15, and journal editorial and reviewer, board member, 16, and there are 7 international research grants, yeah? And then also there are 7 patents and copyright. Oh, you must be rich. And then 16 invited keynote speaker in many places in Indonesia and also in some countries. Then the international research journal publication is a lot. I cannot read, maybe more than 80, and so on and so on. So, Dr. Muhammad Muchaba Asad, time is yours. I give you maybe 20 minutes. If you need more, it's not a problem, but I can tell it's gonna be like, we're gonna close the meeting maybe 50 minutes from now. Thank you so much, take your time. Give applause to Dr. Muhammad Muchaba.
Thank you very much for the great and detailed introduction. I'm so very happy to take part as one of the speakers in this wonderful international conference. I would like to congratulate all the organizers, the committee members, and also the wonderful audience of this conference for taking part to learn something from the discussions and the presentations. I hope sense more today. So the topic which I'm going to talk about is very relevant with the theme of today's conference. So as you see that the discourse on the metaphor which is in front of you is about innovative digital pedagogies and collaborative learning. I think as a pedagogue, as an educational researcher, or also as a policy maker, we have to work on these major keywords and ideas which are integrated for the sustainability of education or sustainability of innovative digital pedagogies in Education 5.0. Maybe Education 5.0 is something new for some of our audience. But as we know that in today's time, in the time of integration of artificial intelligence, cyber physical systems, or what we can say that Industrial Revolution 5.0, there are the major needs of education as the innovation in the world, or mechanization in the world, also affected the other domains in the society or other disciplines, also in the domain of education, or not just limited to those they are directed or they are teachers. Also the whole system starts from learning till evaluation or assessment. Everywhere in the technological integration or the innovative pedagogical interventions are top of the day. So the first thing which I would like to focus here is mostly on the major issues and gaps in our system, not just in my country or your country. It's the top of the day of whole world, most of the part of the world. That we have to come up with some innovative pedagogical approaches where technology is integrated. Because as we know, the society is changing. The society is developing, coming up doing something in collaboration, or teacher is using or integrating collaborative learning approach. And similarly, it also ensures the accountability, because for example, if someone give me a task to edit a video for the assignment, or to do the maybe story writing of something, so definitely I will be accountable for my part. I will be accountable for my task which I was assigned. So similarly, there will also giving you one kind of shared accountability perspective when you are going to assess your students. So you can see that starts from the competence and ability, establishing the positive interdependence, developing the social skills, making students accountable, and also helping to process the information between the groups. So for example, if someone is lacking somewhere, so he or she need to connect with other person to help or to support. So it's also give you some kind of shared contribution. So these components are helping us to establish a very effective ecosystem of collaborative learning, where we can what we can say, that we can have equal opportunity, or we have the equal accountability, or equal development space, where we learn together, we success or achieve together, or we also may be able to showcase or present together. So this is a very beautiful way, and also from our religious perspective, from the perspective of Islam, this is also appreciable, that when we share something, when we share something with others, so it multiplies. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala add barakah to that. So the collaborative approach is very effective also in teaching and learning. And similarly, if we move towards the online collaborative learning theory, maybe you have heard about Linda, the Linda theory for collaborative learning. So she is the one who give the collaborative learning approach for the theory. So that's why that is one of the very important part of that. So we can see here that there are four major parameters of this. There are four major parameters of this. When we are interacting through online collaborative learning, it helps us to engage for enhancing our engagement. It also enhancing our knowledge intervention. It also help you and support you in terms of problem solving. So when we connect the collaborative learning through the online mode, so the things become, the frame is same, but the skills or the interaction of the component is very much interactive in terms of engage and invent and problem solving. And similarly, if we can go further, you can see here the flow of education. As I in the start I said that in the later slides we will have the concept of education 4.0. So you can see that here in the start we were more focusing in 1.0 on lecture and memorization. Then we moved towards the internet-enabled learning, the technological intervention, and technology came in. Then we moved towards knowledge production of education. In 4.0, it become innovative. We now have a lot of knowledge aspects, but now we have to come up with innovative ways of education and teaching. And what happened in 5.0? Now you can see in 5.0 what they realized, what the experts and researchers, they realize that the education 5.0 is the way where we have to work on the soft skills of the students. We have to work on the development of the value and the ethic skill sets, because we are nowadays become so much technocrats, so much mechanization, so much mechanical aspects. But what we realize, that what is missing, technology is there to support us, technology is there to help us, but the value, soft skill, social skill is missing. So education 5.0 is giving advocacy of it. The Education 5.0 is giving some kind of emphasis on integrating like those skills they are missing. So what we can say that in Education 4.0, we said that there is a need of technological integration. But in 5.0, we realize that there is a need of soft skills, there needs of ethics, there need of value set. So we can go together, not exclude them. And that happened through collaborative learning. Either we are in a digital mode, either we are in a physical mode. So this collaborative learning pedagogies or the collaborative pedagogies give innovation to coming and connecting digital platforms or digital aspects along with these soft skill set or value skill set. So that's the major notion of enhancing this collaborative way of teaching. And as we see that this the importance of this collaborative learning in this modern era, when we talk about that, when we talk about that, the learners have to come up with the 21st century skills, the new kind of skills. And currently we have maybe in our Gen Alpha and Gen Z, we have heard so much. So the new generation or the gen which we have in the coming future, we have to come up with the innovative ways of teaching, innovative ways of delivering. Then we are able to connect them at the same phase, because maybe we are from different generations, and those they are coming now in currently in schools, or maybe still not in this world. But the way when they will in back to this educational system, the things will be changed. Technological revolution will be more enhanced, more techno-driven society will be. So in that stage, we have to come up with some innovative collaborative learning pedagogies. And similarly, because as you know, see here that nowadays we are very much inclined towards social medias. We want to interact through Instagram, Facebook, maybe the other social media applications, and we see that we are so much socialized. If we look to our experiences, that we used to love to make friends, we love to share our thoughts, we love to reflect back on that. So if the student want to be a collaborative person, if the student is doing the collaborative learning through social media, then teacher can have integrate and take support from those approaches. Maybe he or she integrate social media as one of the teaching medium. He can go with blended learning, he can go with flipped classroom. Okay, the one thing which I want to emphasize here, you guys have heard about STEAM and STEM education. So STEAM and STEM education is, now there is another thing which is coming in the future, which is STREAM education. Now they focus on the reading skills. Previously science, technology, engineering, maths and mathematics, but now science, technology, engineering, maths, reading and mathematics. So the reading is the space where we connect. Even it's social sciences or A is there, but R is missing, because what we can see that text generation is not an issue. You can just give prompt to AI, you can just give prompt to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can do everything for you. ChatGPT can frame email, ChatGPT can do poetry, ChatGPT can create pictures. But what is the issue? Is the issue in terms of developing those skills, which can be possible with collaborative learning, which can be possible with the inclusion of digital and collaborative learning approaches, where teacher can do something which is very effective for them. And similarly, I would like to highlight an example here. For example, when you give them an issue to discuss in the class, for example, I usually give my students, after the class, I give them a space for a reflection, where they reflect back what they have learned in the class, what are the gaps in the discussion, and how this discussion can be further fruitful. So we have, I think you guys also have some digital spaces like LMS, learning management systems, and other modes of digital spaces. So what happened that student come up with some that kind of discussion which give a boost to our next class. So this also built that for example it's also guide and I think you guys have doing some practices on instructional design approaches. So this also helped to frame our instructional design methods to come up with something which is missing. So they are not just engaged inside the class, but they also develop their skills outside the class. And similarly, when we talk about the integration of technology in our educational system, might be you guys have heard about these 6 components, major components, like a teacher's competence is required, the student aptitude and attitude is required, the curriculum alignment is required. When we want to go for collaborative digital pedagogies, we need these aspects. Similarly, the support of educational policy, where we have the certain infrastructure or budget where we can come up with that. And similarly, in and outside the school or outside the classroom, we need to come up with some digital interventions where a teacher and student can be able to connect, because collaboration is not just one way. We need a medium where it will keep going on, keep connecting, keep developing, keep engaging. So that's the major aspect. And how this benefit us, because when we open for collaboration, when we open for example, see, like I am here, I'm interacting with you guys through collaboration, because the organizer of the conference, the team of organizers, I have previous collaborations with them, maybe in research, maybe in some previous keynotes. So this collaboration strengthen this access to the global knowledge or access to interact beyond the borders. So similarly, it's also give you a sharing experience to self-paced and self-based learning. You can also go for some experiential learning when teachers want to integrate this, and also make it joyful, because they are interested or interacted, that they are curious that I'm going to interact with someone. So they definitely get this. And similarly, opening window for new thinking, atmosphere for innovation, and bringing excitement to that. And if we can go further to, because I'm about to conclude, so I think you guys just have to wait for some time. So in 21st century basic need, we can see that the human is now focusing on food, shelter, clothes, computer, and internet. These are the major basic requirements of a human nowadays. But what we can see here, that nowadays is technological integration is also an integral part. You can see the basic needs paradigm of human. We can see here the technology is now the integral part of our lives. We cannot exclude. Now there is a new addition to that. We self-actualization, our psychological, biological needs, self-esteem, social needs, but also now technology is also very essential for us. So we cannot go excluding this. And I think it is already in our classes. We are doing very well. We are interacting. And these are the skills. I hope you have might heard about it. The 9 major digital skills for 21st century teacher. Like teacher, either he is the teacher of social sciences, teacher of engineering, teacher of any other subject, he or she must have the competency on these 9 skills. And I hope that we are developing our teacher education programs, our trainings to align this with where teacher is able to record, create interactive videos, create infographics, create PLNS, and then also develop the blogs and engage students through innovative ways of presenting things, and also the digital portfolios and digital assessment approaches. They have the grip on that. And moving further, so where this collaboration can be happen, in our digital spaces. Like we can go from some social networking sites, we can develop some discussion boards, we can interact students with some meeting and conference setting, or also there are different collaborative tools, might you guys have heard about them. And there are also others like Edmodo is nowadays excluded, but they are working on that to develop or enhance to another mode. So Mentimeter is there, Easy Class, Penpal School, Vidla, Google Drive, MetTransfer, and there are so many others. And similarly, when we talk about collaborative learning, so teachers can also use some blended learning approach. We have the audio-visual blended learning approach, where we can interact students through online and face-to-face, where the opportunity of interaction become very effective through both mediums. And similarly, they discuss in the class the queries, the issues which they have. And similarly, if we connect this with the flipped classroom, so it will be definitely very effective, where student can work with their peers and they explore the problems and then discuss through the teachers with some short videos, with some short voice notes, and teacher is also able to respond to them, and his role is more like a facilitator. So I will conclude my presentation now with this Bernard Shaw's quote, that progress is not impossible without change, and those who cannot change their approach cannot change anything. So we as a teacher, this is our cumulative responsibility, that we as a teacher, we must have to find out the different innovative ways for our student to learn better, to learn in a conducive environment, and get maximum benefit from our knowledge. So thank you very much, and assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very
and-
much. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Give applause. Okay, it's very interesting presentation, and the time now is 13:38. We still have like 15 minutes or 20 minutes to go. The point of the presentation, what I like is the 21 century skills, yeah. This is very unique because I think everybody will agree that internet is everything. Yeah, you see here? Yeah, internet is everything. And then the basic human needs before, maybe basically about air, shelter, water, food, sleep, and sex, now is internet. I agree with that. And also the revolution industry, yeah, for the first maybe steam, yeah, production, and now is robotic, and one of them is collaboration. All right, now, without further ado, gonna have a Q&A, question and answer. So please, hands up. Maybe people, you can come forward, please. Yeah, come forward. And then the second questions, yeah, give applause, okay. Second, and the last, maybe I give you 3 questions. Yeah, the lady, the girls behind. Okay, prepare yourself, and you have to speak clearly. If you don't speak clearly, you can mix with bahasa, the point that everybody can understand. Say your name, say from what class, and then you can also tell about what's your occupation.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
one thing, just speak clearly and slowly. Don't speak too fast and
Okay.
not clear.
Ready?
Thank you.
Siap.
Tell your name.
Okay, thank you for moderator. Introduction, my name is Julius. I am from Magister Sport Education.
Your name?
Okay, thank you, sir. Excuse me.
What's your name?
Julius. Julius, yeah. We give applause for presentation. Is very surprised and very good. And I'm at any question. Yeah. The first, yeah. How do we as a teacher do it for innovative, collaborative when we are teaching and learning at the class. How do we bagaimana kita sebagai guru how do we as a teacher do it innovative, collaborative when we are teaching and learning at the class? The first two questions.
Okay, wait. First, as a teacher, how to become innovative, collaborative, and blah, blah, blah. Secondly,
The second, according to you, what is a good teacher like?
what is a good teacher like?
Yes. And three, the last, in Indonesian, exchange curriculum begins K13, and the last is independent curriculum. In the Pakistan, I want to know in the Pakistan, how about curriculum in the Pakistan? Okay, thank you.
How was the curriculum in Pakistan?
Thank you.
You so much.
Next.
Okay, give applause. Maybe, do you understand what actually he asked?
Thank you very much.
Okay, please,
I
yeah.
try to, because maybe if something missing, so I try to understand this, what the questions were. The first question was that how teachers can integrate innovative ways of teaching and learning in the classroom. The first thing is, I think there is a major role of the school leadership or the educational leadership. They have to work on two areas. The first area is the professional development of the faculty or the professional development of the teacher. They have to conduct such trainings, such programs for developing or uplifting or upskilling the competencies of the teacher. Because, for example, if teacher have not that competency which is required for the innovative pedagogical integration or collaborative teaching and learning, then how he or she will be able to use those innovative ways of teaching in the classroom. So the first thing that there is a major role, because without providing professional trainings or professional learning spaces to the teachers and the faculty, then how they will get to know that what they have to do in the classroom. So, and also I think this is the responsibility from the institution, but also there is a responsibility of teacher, that they have to develop such attitude where they can embrace, they can able to learn new skill, because the adaptability is also one of the important aspect. And the another thing is the responsibility of the concerned institution or maybe the government. They have to provide such funding to the institutions and schools for the infrastructure, because if the teacher is competent, teacher have the skills, ability, but he or she have nothing to engage the student, like the technology is not there, so how he will be able to integrate it? So there are two different recommendations. The first is, because it is not possible without developing the competencies of the teacher, we have to provide them such trainings, some professional development programs, and the school leadership or the institutional leadership also need to encourage and integrate that into the policy. And I think that all the institutions have that agenda in the policy. And the third is infrastructure, which is the responsibility of the institution, and before that it's the responsibility of the government. So provide the resources and the budget that they can buy those digital pedagogical aids and integrate in the classroom. So these three things for the first question. And the second question was about the ideal teacher. I think that was the ideal teacher. I think as we know from the Islamic perspective that this is a prophetic or prophets, what we can say, that the profession of the prophets, because they teach us from the light of Islam and from the religion that we get to know, and from other religions as well, their spiritual leaders and the others. But this is something which is a responsibility or the attitude or the behavior where a teacher realizes this, that I have the skill, I have the knowledge, I have the competency, and now I have to deliver to the learner, to the one who is who is looking at me. So the first thing, his attitude. His attitude must be welcoming. His attitude must be welcoming towards knowledge, welcoming towards learning, welcoming towards teaching, and also must have the competencies, content knowledge, grip on that. And I think in this era, in education 5.0, he or she must have the digital skills expertise as well. He must have the competencies and skills which are required for modern classroom to integrate or align with digital skills. And I think these three major skills, something is intrinsic, something is extrinsic. Internally, he is motivated to the passion. He is ambitious that he have to do this. His attitude or behavior is kind towards the student, and also must have the grip on the content, because the subject which he is going to teach also have the grip on that. And the third thing, he is aware about the innovative technologies or innovative ways of teaching. So this is the three aspects which I think it's important. And the third question was about something about the teacher education program in Pakistan. So we also have, because we here in Pakistan, we have NACTE, National Accreditation Council for Teacher Education. So it is a body for developing or preparing teachers for future readiness. So we have two kind of programs we are offering here. We have 4 years of honors degree. We also have the AD degree. We also have MPhil, MS, and PhDs in education. So the focus is mostly on the fundamental courses, where we have teaching methods and such courses. And then we also have some elective and compulsory courses, which also have the technology integration courses included. So I think that answer is, I hope you get the answers from.
Thank you very much. And what the curriculum in Pakistan?
Yes, sorry?
Yeah, the curriculum. Basically, what's the curriculum in Pakistan in education?
The curriculum in Pakistan is education is same like your curriculum. It's because we are focusing on the same credit system, because we in Pakistan is also following the international curriculum for teacher education program. It is aligned with the some of the universities are supported us with the USAID program, and also from the Vanderbilt and the Virginia universities support. So we have adapted the same curriculum from those universities, and also contextualize it according to our frame.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, Julius, now, okay, give applause to the first questions. Now the second one. Get ready. Yes.
Cek. Pak, ajeng Anda, Pak. Okay, thank you very much. This is the second time I'm here.
What's your name?
My name is Ridwan.
Iwan.
Ridwan.
Irwan.
Yeah, Ridwan. I'm
Irwan,
from.
you see the camera?
Yeah, here.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
you are on camera, and
Yes.
you talk to the speakers because now he's in camera.
Okay.
Talk now.
Okay. Mr. Muhammad, good afternoon, Mr. Muhammad.
Hey, Musa Muhammad here.
Here. Mr. Muhammad,
there.
good afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I have a question for you. Maybe this is a kind of psychological questions. Yeah. I heard from the start until the end, you discuss, you explore about collaborative learning. It really interested for me because sometimes the question, the collaborative change into another learning, not only collaborative. And my question is, as a teacher, practical teacher, practitioner in education, how we can maintain this learning still become a collaborative learning. Sometimes in collaborative learning, there's someone is very dominant, and it makes the collaborative means nothing. So how we can make this collaborative learning still collaborative learning? Because as you say in your explanation that collaborative learning is really fit for the education because it means a lot for the lesson and also even for the teacher and for students. I think that's all, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Give applause. Do you understand? Okay, go. Yeah, please. Muhammad, you are mute. Look at your computer. Please unmute. Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
Can you just repeat the question because I missed little bit of the part because of internet distraction.
Yeah, okay. In terms of the collaboration, sometime when they're doing a collaboration in, among them, maybe one of them actually very dominant and the other one is not how to handle this like that.
Yes, very interesting aspect, and I think it is very realistic as well because as we observe in the classroom that the students sometimes not agree to collaborate because of their different attitudes or maybe the different ways of interaction. Some are reluctant to collaborate, some not show their ability. But what is actually, because you can also learn independently. You can also work independently for certain courses. But nowadays, when the collaborative skill is also one of the essential skill for 21st century, we have to, what we can say that we have to encourage our students towards that because everyone have their own ability and adaptability approach. So 21st century demands collaborative learning. Like maybe someone's have his own perception or psychological belief, or maybe sometimes in some countries, especially those they are strict, quite strict about some religious aspects. So the group of female and male cannot feel comfortable in working together to collaborate and to do some projects. So definitely as a teacher, we have to, first what we have to do, we cannot impose our pedagogical approach to them. We have to encourage them, we have to motivate them that what kind of, as you see the components, positive interdependence, accountability mechanism, interpersonal and soft skills development. So we have to encourage and motivate our student that what you will learn after this process, after this collaboration, after this interaction. So, but ultimately, we cannot impose our pedagogical approaches on the students based on maybe they feel discomfortable, maybe they not even learn something which they can do independently without collaboration. So I think as a teacher, we have to realize this. First, what we have to do, we have to encourage our students. We have to develop that behavior or attitude among them. They are able to collaborate. They know that how to work collaboratively. So I think in that way we can encourage them. But definitely there are some limitations of pedagogical approaches. This is the emphasis of Education 5.0 21st century skills: collaboration, communication, creativity, critical thinking. So I think this should be one of the unit or one of the content of our teacher education program, where we develop the emotional or intelligence skills or psychological skills to the teacher. So there should be some space for the pre-service teachers, those they are in the preparation, that they have those skills and competencies that will be encourage them to develop or develop that attitude among the students. So I think we cannot impose, but there is the space for encouraging students to go in that way.
Thank you very much, Dr. Muhammad Mujab Asad. Okay, give applause. I think this is the end of the questions. They're not going to be the third questions. Are you the third questions? No, right? No, okay. because we are limited of time, and then after this they have to present all the materials. But maybe I can also give some comment about the last questions, the collaboration means. To be honest with you, Muhammad, I've been to many countries in all my life, yeah, to Europe, to America, to Latin America, to Brazil, maybe more, at least 70 countries in the world. And then your presentation is very interesting. The collaboration means, yeah, in what actually the presenter actually going to say, that the collaboration not only in the class, but also among the countries, yeah, among the nation, yeah. Just for example, we don't have to be together in one room, you know, to collaborate, because we now have the internet. We all have the languages, the common languages. If you don't speak English, it's easy now, you can translate. And the ideas is for the best and a good quality of education. But basically, as a educator, as a teacher, again, we have to be innovative, creative. Innovative and creative is an abstract things, yeah? But you have to make it as a real. And I'm really proud of them. Now they speak English, they follow your, presentation, and they're very eager to learn, yeah? So again, thank you so much for speakers, and then next time, hopefully we can meet again. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Mujaba. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, one more, give applause before we're ending this.
Thank you very much, and thank you so much for moderating this session.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful to organizers and everybody. So best of luck the remaining part of the conference, and have a nice day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to Dr. Andi Rahman, our excellent moderator, for leading the third session smoothly and professionally. Once more, thank you, Dr. Andi. And also, we would like to express our sincere appreciation to our third keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Muhammad Mujaba Asad from Pakistan.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the keynote presentation has been over. So after this, you are going to have your polarization. The polarization is divided into two sessions. Session 1 in the afternoon. After this, you are going to start the first session. After that, going to be after 16 or Maghrib time, you're going to continue for the second session. For the one who present in the second session, you may have your rest in your room. Bapak Ibu semua, ruangan presentasi telah dibagi berdasarkan ruangan yang telah diumumkan sebelumnya. Dipersilakan bagi Bapak Ibu yang presentasi pada ruangannya telah ditentukan untuk menuju ruangan tersebut. Untuk presenters pendidikan bahasa Inggris, pendidikan bahasa Indonesia, you have to stay still in this room, and those who are not presenting in this room, please go to your rooms.
Again, thank you and see you in parallel session.
Bapak Ibu perhatian, pemakalah yang sesi 1 langsung paralel. Sesi 1. Udah ada semua kan catatan namanya? Ya, sesuaikan. Kalau yang di orchid 1, orchid 2, orchid 3 itu lantai C2. Tapi kalau dia C1, room meeting sama ballroom tetap di sini. Room meeting nanti ada di ujung jalannya. Registrasi kamar untuk sesi 1 pukul 5 sore. Ya? Oke ya? Untuk yang sesi 2 bisa registrasi kamar sekarang. Oke, silakan yang sesi 1 masuk ke ruang paralel masing-masing.